Want to go over the telephone problem briefly. We have here the rules in the US for assigning telephone numbers. Rules for an area code, 3 digits. You cannot start an area code with 0 or 1. The exchange code, which has an exception, and that's going to be the focus of this problem. And then the line number, the last 4 digits, that is pretty straightforward. Those can be any number. So you could have 0000 all the way to 9999. That's going to give us 10,000 possibilities right there. That's the simplest one. Area code, probably the second simplest. We're going to have 3 digits. The first digit cannot be a 0 or 1, so that gives me 8 possibilities. The second digit cannot be a 9. That gives me 9 possible digits to choose from. The third can be any digit, and we have 720 possibilities. Now it gets a little tricky. The exchange code also has 3 digits, but there's an exception. First of all, the first digit cannot be a 0 or 1. So again, I'm left with 8 choices. So for example, an exchange code cannot be 0 something something or 1 something something. Eight possibilities. The second can be any digit. The third can be any digit, but now for that exception. If the second digit is a 1, we cannot have the third digit also be a 1. So for instance, if I have 311, that is not allowed. Those exchanges are reserved for various things. A prime example, 911. Another example, in Wisconsin, we have 511. That is for traffic and road work updates. That's reserved by the state. So that is not a valid exchange code. So we need to look at this in 2 parts. What happens if the second digit is 1? And what happens if the second digit is not 1? Those have to be treated separately because the rule for the third digit depends on that second digit. So let's pretend for a moment the second digit is 1. Means I have 1 choice. Third digit cannot be 1. Second digit is 1, the third digit cannot be 1, so it leaves me 9 choices. There are 72 possibilities there. But now we have a second scenario. Now the second digit is not 1. So now I have 9 possibilities for the second digit. Anything but 1. First digit is still 8 possibilities. Can't be a 0 or a 1. Because the second digit is not a 1 anymore, the third can be any digit. So now I have 10 possibilities. That leaves me 720 possibilities. Putting these together, that's going to total 792 possible exchange codes. So because we had this exception, we had to split this into 2 separate possibilities. 1 possibility here, or a second possibility here, and then we look at the number of ways to do each of those. And then the final part of this problem that is not showing up on the screen is how many possible telephone numbers are there in the United States. We would take this number multiplied by this number multiplied by 10,000.